Hey, Empowered Badass Breeders. If you have around 3-4 week old puppies right now, that means you're lined up right about to have puppies that go home at Christmas time. This can be a very controversial subject, so go ahead and drop your opinion, your experience below. If you're just listening to the podcast, feel free to, you can email in at Jeanette@badassbreeder.com, and I always love to hear your advice and opinions. What do you do around Christmas time? Some breeders intentionally market a puppy for Christmas. I mean, in some ways it's brilliant, right? Like, people don't know what to get their fiance or their wife, and they've been wanting a dog or their husband or their kids. Like, one puppy for all the kids. That's great. Like, one gift for all. So it can be. I can see where it can be beneficial, and through many years of breeding, I've never intentionally bred a litter for Christmas time, but it's just happened that way, right? I have no control over when females go into heat. I can choose to breed them or not, though. And I do always look at go home day, but I also already have a wait list full. So it had nothing to do with Christmas. And then of course we've had instances where I've had, a newly available puppy, a leftover puppy available, and it's been around Christmas time, and people have absolutely bought them as a Christmas gift. The one thing I caution though, and I would just do a little more education, is, are they going to be out of town? Are they going to have a lot of people over? Are they able to get the puppy on a set routine? Are they able to spend that first 3 to 5 days that I outline in my book, Raising the Empowered Puppy? I literally lay out the first 3 to 5 days to really ensure they start off on the right foot. We're not dealing with diarrhea. And the issue with Christmas time is because there can be a lot of commotion and unpredictability. So taking a puppy, plucking them out of everything they know and dropping them into complete and utter chaos and commotion and lots of people and lots of energy can be detrimental. So I've just had that conversation with people. Do you want to wait till the 26th or 27th? I'll board for free. Why don't you pick up the puppy after? And you could just put a picture of the puppy in the box, right? Like, people literally had me record a video saying, "This is your puppy, Merry Christmas," and they played it. So there's ways to get around it, and I'm helping try to protect the puppy. And also, and some people are like, thank you so much for helping me think of this, because I'm hosting, I'm cooking, I gotta wrap all the gifts. Like, moms out there especially, and I know some dads do too, but moms out there especially do most of that. The stocking stuffers, the gifts, the hosting, the cooking, the cleaning, the Christmas cookies, the gingerbread house, and then add a puppy on top of it. Probably not the best time. Is it impossible? No. Is it possible for a lonely, widowed person or single person to get a puppy at Christmas time and make their Christmas day amazing? Yeah, it could be their best Christmas ever to have a new puppy on Christmas morning when they're sitting home alone. So that's just my experience. Is education, of course, talking with your clients about what is your Christmas going to look like. And then I'm always happy and offer to board the puppy for free till after their guests leave, after the commotion of the holidays, because then you go right back into New Year's. So, and just really talking to my clients about what that first 3 to 5 days should look like and why. Now, also, to make it even easier for you, send home Raising the Empowered Puppy with your clients. Literally gives them a checklist of things to do every day and a whole entire chapter of what the first 3 to 5 days look like. You can become an affiliate and have your clients buy under your code, and I'll mail it out to them. You can get it on Amazon, or you can order it directly from me from badassbreeder.com. This book will transform the relationship you have with your clients, because everything you're doing now, I've written and put in a book for you and made lots of forms at the end of the book for the clients. Couldn't have made it easier for them to follow. We've gotten amazing feedback on this book, so hand that to them as well. And if there's someone in your life that could use this book for a Christmas gift, get them the book too as well. What the heck is going on social media? I'm seeing this all over Facebook, and it's happening to my account too. Algorithms, or whatever you want to call it, are going back years into our accounts and flagging posts as being inappropriate. You know what? I hope this video doesn't even get flagged for saying some of these key words. So I've been really watching closely, listening to what you're saying in the private group. This is something that we're all afraid of. This is something that has happened. It's even happened to me where I've lost my accounts, never to be gotten back again. I lost 13 years of my personal account. I was the legacy owner of my brother's Facebook account. I lost that. I lost 13 years of pictures of my life, and that account owned all of my business accounts. So right now, nobody even owns my business accounts. So it's terrible. Right now, though, all I can say is be really careful what you say, number one. Number two, make sure right now, if you don't have an admin under your business account, do it now. Do it your spouse, do it one of your older kids. Have a good friend, have someone that works for you, someone that you absolutely trust. Make them an admin, because thank God I did, because then when I lost mine and I lost the rights to own it, essentially, someone up in La Facebook land owns my business accounts. The admin I had just added me back as an admin. So that's all I am. I'm an admin on this account you're listening to right now. I don't even have rights to it anymore because it was connected to my personal page. I don't want to say too much because I don't want this to become more of an issue, but I know a lot of you are protesting for a review, saying, I think you misunderstood what's happening in this post. I wasn't SELLING exotic animals or whatever. Like, there's a list of things Facebook has been so far. I've been very surprised on how fast their reviews have been. I've challenged 2 of them. Both of them, they said, oh, you're right, mistake on our end. So whatever keywords are polling, it's hammering people like you and me. So just all I can say is be really careful. There's no way we can go back. Like I had one of them flagged from like 2020, they removed if a post from 2020, and I'm like, well, I can't even read it now. I don't even know what you're talking about, but like, I'm going to challenge that that removal. All right. And it ended up being fine, but I also just don't know of how much we keep challenging. Hopefully, I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a bad thing. It's really hard to say. All of this just to say is I'm with you here. I'm facing the same things. We have known this for so long. That's why we're so strict. And once again, a huge thank you to my moderators that have gotten a lot of shit because we have not allowed post specific types of posts in our private group, because we get warnings all the time still in our private group that we're breaking their rules, and if we get 2 more, we'll be shut down, kind of thing. That's been a constant underlying fear. And so here we are at it again, where for whatever reason, whatever new algorithm, whatever new something happened, our accounts are getting flagged left and right. Make sure you have an admin. Just be really careful about what you post right now. And hopefully they'll tweak and change some of their things. But you know what? They may just be making this much more difficult. It's hard to say at this point. I'm going to keep challenging mine. I've got my accounts backed up with admins and others on it. But at the end of the day, if I lose the whole account, then I'll be gone. I'll find you again, though. I do have a safe account in Powered Badass Breeders. We set this up a while ago in case something like this happened. So just know, for some reason, my account goes down too. Just keep searching in your little search bar. Use your little magnifying glass and type in Badass Breeder and Powered Badass Breeder for e-kennels, and I will be there. I already have a backup ready to go. So bring it on, right? We're not going to shut down. We're not going to stop doing what we're doing because of these ridiculous rules and AI algorithms that are hammering us when we're doing ethical, responsible things. One of the most simplistic but powerful things you can do when helping a client choose a puppy, or if you're a client looking for a puppy, is this. Think about soft versus hard. Okay, so to simplify it as much as possible and to have the best chance of getting the best fit for you is really kind of this simple. People either have a soft temperament, sensitive, empathic, have a hard time keeping boundaries, have a hard time speaking up for themselves, have a hard time having a firm presence, have a hard time being assertive in their life. Soft, a soft person, okay? Or people are hard. They're more assertive. They don't have any problem sticking to their boundaries. They can come off a little abrasive. They can be a little bossy and pushy, okay? Same with puppies. You can have soft puppies. If we just want to make this as simple as possible, put people in 2 categories, put puppies in 2 categories, and they're in the same category, right? Soft puppies don't have the best nerve strength, can lack confidence, may not be that assertive, could need more reassurance, those kind of things. A hard puppy could be more assertive, high drive, high energy, bossy, pushy, will push boundaries. Your level of correction has to be higher. The times you have to correct have to be higher. So can you see that if you place a hard puppy with the soft person, that puppy is going to eat them alive, right? This person that has a hard time keeping boundaries, saying no, having a firm presence, this hard puppy that's assertive and bossy and pushy is just going to push them past their limit and get what they want. And then we have this puppy that becomes out of control. We get the phone call, or if you've been in this position, it's like, I'm at my wit's end. It's just like, this puppy's more than I can handle, and they just don't listen to me, and I can't seem to have a breakthrough with them. And it's like we're communicating in different languages. We live in different worlds, and it's very exhausting for the soft person, and it's very frustrating for the hard puppy to not have rules, boundaries, limitations, to not have their needs met to that level, to that caliber, and it falls apart, right? That's not a good match. The same thing can be said for a hard person with a soft puppy. A hard person can be very frustrated by having to take things slow, by having to reassure all the time. A puppy that rolls over and submissive and shows their belly, a puppy that may submissive pee. It can be really frustrating for a hard person, and neither one of these are bad for a human or a dog. This is just the reality. So if there's one thing I can tell you for breeders and for those of you looking for a puppy, know yourself well enough first. Or at the end of the day, are you overall a soft person, or overall you a hard person? And don't get the opposite unless you know that's exactly what you want and that's what you need, and you can meet those puppies' needs. Also, then don't expect the opposite of a puppy. Don't expect a soft puppy to meet your hard needs, right? And don't a puppy that will challenge you, that will give you a run for your money, a puppy that will keep up with you in your energy and your intensity and your assertiveness. Don't expect a soft puppy to do that for you. The same as don't expect that you can meet the needs of a hard puppy or a soft puppy. This is the magical match right here. It's really about defining, what do you really need from your puppy, and can you meet their needs the same? And when you both have the same needs and that comes together, that's the magical match. Because you know what? It just flows. It's what people call my once in a lifetime dog. I'm telling you right now, that once in a lifetime dog was not that dog that was opposite from you. It was the same. So you guys your souls just immediately connected in this way that's really even hard to describe, because you both had the same energy, the same soul, the same needs, and it just made sense. It felt right. You could speak without saying a word because you just felt each other's energy, and it was the same. And that's the most important thing I can tell you about choosing a puppy. That's the most important thing I can tell breeders, and helping guide placement. Figure that out. If that's the one thing you do, figure out hard and soft, human and puppy, and make sure those matches align. Thanks for riding shotgun with me today. Bye.